Welcome to the Reseller News Channel, keeping you up to date with late breaking news as it happens. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is September 2nd, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. I got quite a few windows open up and I want to expand on quite a few of them. So before I get started, I just want to start by saying to the new subscribers that I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URLs to where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you if you'd like to pick up where I left off. Without further ado, let's get started with the news. Okay, our first story comes from news.com.au. Let me give the URL. It's www.news.com.au. This story was posted September 2nd, 2019, and it goes on to say eBay offers $20 deal sale for 20th birthday. And it goes on to say the online retailer is turning 20, and to celebrate its offering, customers discounts on products with as much as $255 off popular items. Now it goes on to say here eBay has come a long way within the past 20 years, evolving from the auction house to one of Austria's leading online shopping destination. Products in the timed sale include Google Home Hub, in-ear wireless Bose headphones, and Soda Stream for $20, equivalent to a 93% off. The deal will be released hourly from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. today, September 2nd. But you need to be an eBay Plus member to access the offers. Okay, I wasn't aware about the eBay Plus. Okay, anyway. Sophia O'Nicol at eBay Australia told news.com.au she expects the Bose headphones to sell out in minutes. Bose is a brand renowned for very best sound quality, and with the excited to be able to offer an extremely rare discount on their latest wireless in-ear earphones, Miss O'Nicol said these designs means they're ideal for exercise, on your commute, or in the office, and at the price you expect they will sell out in minutes. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't really like to keep headphones in my ears that long. I mean, if people could probably keep them for hours, I don't. I like to listen to the sound without headphones, earphones, earbuds, and so on. But anyway, it goes on to say the Bose headphones valued at $275 on site will drop to $20 at 2 p.m. Okay. Sorry I'm getting the news out late to you. I'm over here on the East Coast in New York, so I had to do a lot of research. You can see if you look up here, got a lot of windows open up, so I don't want to explain too much on the topic. But anyway, it goes on to snag the deals. You have to be an eBay Plus member, which it costs $49. Oh wow! Well, look at that. You got to pay for. I wasn't even aware of that, folks. So I don't know if you were. $49 for 12 months in the club, but it offers you access to all the deals that will be announced at various times today. Here are some of the best buy up for grabs. $20 deals on offer. A 9 a.m. Soda Stream valued at $89 will save you $69, but you better hurry up as it went on sale. And then at 10 a.m. the ordinary overnight anti-aging repair routine was $59.48 with the savings of $39.48 savings. I'm not going to get too much into this, folks. If you would like to pick up where I left off, I gave you the URL. Check it out. All right, and I'm just going to scroll down here in case you don't want to go to the website itself, but I highly recommend you do go to it. And because if they have open hyperlinks, you're not going to be able to activate them on my video. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, the rest is advertisements. I'm not going to get too much into that there. The story you're looking for again is eBay offers $20 deal sale for 20th birthday. All right, so let's move on with that. Let's bump out of here. Let's close this window here, and let's go to this one here. What's this? We don't want that guy in there. No offense, but. All right, so we got over here Amazon Marketplace and eBay are rife with cheap iPhone chargers that pose a fire risk. Now, I talked about this before once a while back. I did. I don't remember when exactly I did. But when it comes to buying off-brand or what do you call it there, knockoffs, things that are not the same as the product itself, like genuine or EOM, you might want to take a little caution in that. Okay, because be careful. I've read something like this once before. I did a story, and this is one of my videos. I don't remember which one it was, but when it comes to things like this here, folks, I can't express enough if you're going to buy it off of eBay or Amazon, whatever, the best source of information is getting it get straight from the horse's mouth, and that would be the buyers. Read the reviews, okay? If you're going to buy something from, one of these off-brand or knockoffs, whatever, and it's not an Apple or genuine product, read the reviews from other buyers and see what they talk about. Is it worth getting? Is it worth spending the money? Sometimes you'll hear people saying, oh, don't waste your time. It's a piece of junk, this, that, and the other thing. Now, I'm not knocking a product. But, again, you got to be careful if it's gonna pose a risk for a fire, pose a fire risk. You got to be careful with that there. But anyway, let me give you the URL for this here in case you want to read into it more. It's www.inews.co.uk. And we're going to look into this. I'm just going to read a little into it, and then I'm going to go move on because I got a lot of windows open up, as you can see on the top here, folks, a lot. So it goes on to say, investigators have uncovered multiple examples of unsafe products that could cause electrical shocks, explode, or start fires. Okay, shoppers might think they're getting a bargain, but cheap charges can be dangerous. And this is the photos from Getty Images here. The iNewsletter, news for free thinkers. If you want to sign up for it, you can get it, which I recommend you do. I believe I get this information. I think I do. I'm quite sure I do. It says Amazon Marketplace and eBay are rife with unsafe phone chargers and travel adapters that have the potential to cause electric shocks, and start fires. The consumer body, which he warned. Okay. It goes on to say here, shoppers may be unwilling to putting themselves and their families at risk of injury or even death by purchasing cheap unbranded chargers that appear to be compatible with the iPhone or laptop from online marketplaces instead of paying more for the genuine articles, according to which. Now, I'm not going to read too much in this here. I expressed my opinion. I see it. That's exactly what I was talking about. When it comes to buying these type of products, do your research. If they got bad write-ups on them, I would definitely stay away from them, But again, you could see it over here. I'm just going to read this little part here. I'm not going to read the rest of it, but well, I don't want to get too much in it because they do have a lot of good information over here. But let me just read this here really quick here. It says the consumer body tested dozens of chargers, power banks, and travel adapters listed for safe across Amazon Marketplace and eBay, and at 2 other popular sites, AliExpress and Wish. Investigators looked at the products or where they're either unbranded or whose were from unfamiliar brands. Then it goes on to say the research uncovered multiple examples of poorly designed, unsafe products that can cause electric shocks or start fires. And then you get the knockoff iPhone chargers, and just like I said before, it pays to spend that additional money if you're going to get a branded one. Like if you got I got an iPhone myself. If I'm going to buy a charger, I'd rather get OEM products, original stuff. So that's totally up to you. Let's see if there's anything here. Okay, then it's got some information what your shoppers do. And you could also, like I said again, if you want to check out the active hyperlinks, which they do along here and stuff like that on these pages, these websites, I highly recommend you go to the website itself, okay, and check it out. If you want to read more into it, that's the only way you're going to do it. All right, so let's bump out of here. I gave the URL, and let's move right along. Next 2 stories are going to come from TameBay. For those who don't know, TameBay.com is another good source I use a lot to get information. This story came out. I don't know if I gave you it on the other one. I'm sorry. This one came out by Chris Dawson. It's September 2nd, 2019. It goes on to say eBay failed to stop PayPal email payment address scam as more sellers lose thousands. Okay. It goes on to say eBay had failed to shut down the scam where sellers' PayPal email payment address is charged, diverting funds into scammers' accounts. Oh, that's scary. Oof. I didn't get a chance to read this thing here. This weekend, yet another seller contacted TameBay, having a fallen victim to the scam and what's becoming a steady trickle of devastated small business owners. The scam goes like this. At some point, a seller account on eBay is compromised. The scammer checks the PayPal email payment address, buys a URL using a similar, only 1-letter different address, and sets up an email address. The scammer sets up a PayPal account with fake email address, or with the fake email address, I'm sorry. Then they go back into eBay, pick a few listings with a relatively low value but high sell-through rates, and change the PayPal email payment address to the fake one. Then they sit back and watch the funds roll in. You got to be careful, folks. This is why I do the reseller news. It's to bring you guys information as it happens. and hopefully you'll get a takeaway from it. You know, the thing is, I just want you to say this really quick. You know, as sellers on eBay, Amazon, Etsy, whatever it may be, we just go about our everyday lives. We don't think about these things. I mean, unless I bring this information to you, you're not going to know what's going on out there. And that's why I can never say it enough, and I encourage people to definitely sign up for my YouTube channel, subscribe to this channel here if you want to be updated as far as, you know, what's going on with the e-commerce. The only way you're going to find out these things, folks, is if you sign up with me and, you know, subscribe to my channel. And I don't mind doing it. It takes a long time. As you can see, a lot of windows up there. I had to pick and choose the ones I wanted, and it takes time, folks. And this is going to probably be, no doubt, this video, just to give you guys a heads up, is going to probably be a long video. But if you could stay through and watch through, you know, watch the whole thing through, you'd be better off. Okay. So if you do like the content I put out, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and like, comment, and share. And most of all, if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. Now, without further ado, let's go on a little more here to read the human cost of fraud. This is no victimless fraud, and is taking a heavy toll on the sellers who are being scammed. In this latest case, the seller was losing all faith in his business plan and was pouring money into the business to keep it afloat. The seller was questioning why they were doing everything right, but in the end, the predicted funds simply weren't there. Please, folks, please read the rest of this here. Go to tamebay.com, sign up for their newsletter if you need be. If you don't want to, you could always get the information from me. I pick and choose things that's going to be helpful to us. Okay, they have a lot of other stuff there that's in, you know, that deals with eBay, but and also, you know, things that I feel are not, for me, are not to get too involved with putting it on a reseller news. But you guys might want to check all the other stuff they have. They have a lot of good information, folks. A lot of good information. So please, you know, subscribe to my channel, check it out, and I will keep you posted, you know, abreast of what's going on in the e-commerce. Now, these are the what do you call it there? Some comments people leaving, and you're more than welcome to check it out. If you don't want to go to the URL, I will scroll to the bottom, and you could just pause the video if you like. But remember, you see here, these are active hyperlinks. I keep saying it, I can't say it enough. In order to activate these hyperlinks, you're going to need to go to the website, which is no big deal. If you want to have your say, you need to log in. They want you to put your name, email, and website if you have one. Okay? All right. Let's move right along here. The next one's going to be from TameBay. Okay, and this is the story you're looking for here, folks. So keep this in mind. Very good information. Love TameBay. This one here is Autumn 2019 eBay seller release. I don't know if I gave you the URL. Did I? I don't know. Let me just repeat it one more time. It's www.tamebay.com. I don't think I did. I apologize, folks. I'm getting so into this here, I probably just skipped over it. This was posted August 30th, 2019. And again, the title is Autumn 2019 eBay seller release, scheduled for Wednesday, the 4th September. Okay, September 4th here. And this again is by Chris Dawson. It goes on Wednesday, the 4th of September. The Autumn 2019 eBay seller release will be published. It's somewhat unusual. Oh, it's somewhat unusual for eBay to give an advance notice, but this is the second eBay seller release where eBay has given an advance notice on the publication date. Last time, eBay CEO Devin Wenig announced the update was coming on Twitter. I guess you don't want to do it on tweets. All right, whatever. Okay, and then it goes on to say here, I'm not going to read too much into it. It says, whilst the announcement is aimed at the U.S. sellers and was posted on the eBay U.S. announcement board. Okay, we know that the seller release are timed to be published at the same time worldwide, so we could expect the UK Autumn 2019 eBay sellers release to come at the same time as will on all other EU websites, eBay sites. Okay, and then it says what to expect from the Autumn 2019 eBay seller release. Now, if they're getting a thing that on the list, they got inside information here. I don't know what more we could read into. Let's see what they got here. 8 weeks notice of those. Okay, the question of sellers having to expect, is what to expect. We know that there'll be more mandatory item specifics imposed on eBay that have already been given 8 weeks notice of those coming in effect in October. We are hoping that eBay announcement that promised the item specifics tools will be going live. All right, Now, every time when eBay starts implementing, this is my own personal take, folks, so take it for take it for face value. I'm just expressing myself. It seems like every time they start implementing new things in their system and their IT infrastructure, there's always little bugs and glitches that always cause some kind of a little glitch here and there when it comes to certain things, if it comes to sales or it comes to payment processing and so on and so forth. Because I know they're working on that as well. I believe in the e-commerce bites, they're going to have a story about that there, or something about managed payments causing kind of problems. But anyway, we'll get to that in a little bit. I'm going to scroll down here, and that's basically it. You guys could check the rest of this out. You know the story you're looking for. I gave you the URL. All right, let's go check this one out here. Now, this one here is from Skip McGrath. He's good. Okay, I like him. I subscribe to him. He's got a lot of good information. He's an Amazon seller resource and tools. And if you pull down the menus here, you could read more stuff. He's got the articles, training, wholesale resources, Amazon tools, contact, and so on. It goes on to say, interesting facts and a warning about Amazon. This came out August 27, 2019. Okay. Now, I didn't get a chance to read all this, folks, so I'm picking and choosing. I'm going by titles, and I kind of I'm very cryptic when I pick out the information here to see if it's going to work while to put it up on the Reseller News. Let's see. It doesn't seem it's too much to read here. Okay, so let's read this really quick. It says, number one, Amazon is the world's largest e-commerce platform with over 200 million visitors per month. Number two, almost half of those 100 million visitors are Prime members who pay $99 a month for membership. Wow, I didn't realize that much. Okay. Prime members get a second day air, free shipping on everything they buy, plus other benefits such as free movies and music. Okay. Amazon is moving towards the same day shipping for Prime members in the top 25 metropolitan areas. This will cover over 60% of the American population. Number five, Prime members spend over $110 billion a year on Amazon. Number six, over 50 million people per day on Amazon research products and to examine product reviews before buying the product, online or offline. Number seven, one of the biggest complaints by retailers is Amazon's buyers who bring their smartphones into the store and use them to shop on Amazon right in front of the store owners and employees. If they are Prime members, they know they will get their product quickly. And Amazon usually, but not always, has a lower price. Besides, if you're buying something large and heavy, such as a stand mixer or a microwave oven, you don't want it to lug it around while you're shopping. Absolutely. Number eight, Amazon is on a major push to recruit major brands to the site, and which eliminates small. What? Wait a minute. Let me read this back again here. Amazon is on a major push to recruit major brands to the site, which eliminates small sellers, such as you and me, from reselling them. Don't like that. Even though I'm not I have an active account with Amazon. I don't actually sell them right now, but okay, number nine. All right, so that's number eight. Okay, number nine. Although Amazon gets 50% of their sales from third-party independent sellers, they continue to find ways to compete with independent sellers and drive them away from the site. I suspect this effort will reach critical mass within 4 to 5 years, and then Amazon will go away of eBay until they keep bringing up those sales. And number 10, this means sellers should start looking at other channels to sell on and in the longer term. Wow. Okay. That's a real stick in the eye, right? Okay, here we are trying to do the right things, and all right, that happens. Okay, well, you know the URL. I don't know if I did. Let me give it to you. I don't think I did. I do apologize, folks. It's www.skipmcgrath.com, and they're going to be the next few windows are going to be open up with the same company, same person. Okay, this one here was done August 28, 2019. eBay discontinues used cologne and perfume category. Well, you know something? I have to honestly say, some people may be offended by it, but I think it's the right thing. Who wants to buy used cologne? Now people might say, well, suppose you got it as a gift and you took it out and maybe you might have used it a couple times and it still looks full, whatever, because you put, like for me, I just dab it on my fingers, whatever, and I just pat my face with it. It might it might look like it's a full bottle, but it was gently used. You know how I classify used stuff? once you get a package, once it's touched, it's open, that's it. It's considered used. Okay, that's how I look at it. You know, if I got like for example, I'm selling a brand new puzzle. If I open up, if I take the wrapping off it and I open it up and I just look at it just to check things out, whatever, and I put it back on it, I consider it being used. Now, some people say, yeah, but it's still considered new. But that's the way I look at it. You know, and I could be wrong. Some people may beg to differ with me, but you know, that's the way I feel. Anyway, okay, so this story again, it came out. It's August 28, 2019. It says eBay discontinues the used cologne and perfume category. Oh, it just makes sense. Used sample size and discontinued perfumes used to be a major and highly profitable category on eBay. That ended today. Okay, again, now they're talking about August 28th, unless I don't think they mean today. The change was instant, giving sellers no time to plan or reduce inventory. One seller I exchanged email with said she is awaiting shipment of a large purchase she just made from another eBay seller. The shipment contains over 20 bottles of a famous name brand perfumes she will now be stuck with. Wow. Oh, so she bought it there with the hopes of reselling it again. Well, you see, again, not to toot my horn here, that's why I love doing the reselling news, folks. It keeps you abreast, and it gives you, it keeps you informed of what's going on. Because let's say you or myself was thinking of selling this type of, a product on eBay, whatever. Now you know not to do it. So it goes on to say here. So what do sellers do now? It turns out all is not lost. For a while at least, they said here. It says eBay also did something strange. I love this guy. He brings out some good information. When the listing change hit, all existing listings, no matter what, condition was stated, the listing condition was either blanked out or changed to a new with box. Wow. Okay. So if you had any listings, it is important that you do two things. First, go into your listings and change a condition. Secondly, you can move your items into a different category. That is vanity, perfume, and shaving, subcategory of collectibles. Used items are still allowed there for the time being, at least. However, it remains to be seen as someone searches the term used perfume if the listing will be served up in a new subcategory. Look, I'm not going to read too much into this, folks. I know there's not much to read, but you could check it out for yourself. Because like I said again, I don't want to expand too much on these topics. I got so many windows open up here. So you know the website. I gave you the URL, the stories you're looking for. Check it out. And for those of you who are selling used colognes, I'm very sorry. I feel bad that you're going to go through this here. Hey, that's why I put the reselling news out there, folks. It's to share and help you guys out. And me. You help me out too. Keeps me in the loop. All right, let's move to the next one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that one twice. Okay. That happens on occasion. I'm sorry, folks. This one here is from the same website, skipmcgrath.com. I gave you URL. New scams to be aware of. This was posted August 29, 2019. You know, folks, whenever there's scams come out, I always like to keep you guys abreasted. So let's see what goes on to say here. Most of the new scams were aimed out at your telephone, not the internet, although some of them use email. Everyone is familiar with robocalls. Personally, I get dozens a day. And well, I used to get a lot, but not anymore. The most common is from companies pretending to be Microsoft or Windows. Yes, I know exactly what he's talking about. I've got those calls and they drive me crazy. But anyway, it goes on to say basically it'll tell you hit the series of buttons designed to completely screw up your computer, making it unusable. Then in return for a fee for several $100s that you offer to fix it. This is one that's been around for years. I know what he's talking about. I had this one cut to. I didn't fall for it. Like I said, I'm not the scam master that knows these things to avoid these people, but I know enough to stay away from them. Let's put it that way. I mean, who calls up and tells you these things? Like, I mean, from Microsoft. I don't think all the times I've been with Microsoft, I bought their software and stuff. I don't think I've ever, as long as I can remember, ever gotten a phone call from them saying, "Hey, this is Microsoft." I'm not saying it can't happen, but as long as I remembered, I never remember getting a call from Microsoft. But anyway, if you ever do get something like that there, and people are trying to tell you something, your computer's been hacked or whatever, I'm not saying, you might say, well, suppose it's true. be cautious. What you could do is, if the company says it's from Microsoft, call them up directly and ask them, do you guys make these type of calls if someone's system got, and they'll tell you right there and then. But make sure you're getting a viable Microsoft phone number, you know what I'm saying? I think, as far as I know, they're located in Redmond, Washington. That's what I believe. But always do your research when it comes to things like that, and don't fall for these scams. Here's another one over here. Look, as I'm talking to you guys, I'm reading this one here. Most recent scans or recordings are sometimes of a real person, pretending to be for the IRS and Social Security. Oh, I had these already. I had these from both accounts, on 2 different account times. Yes, folks, the IRS does not call you up and threaten you to throw you in jail, and the same thing with Social Security Administration. Okay, this is it, just what I was telling you. It says the IRS scams complain that you owe them money and you must pay immediately or risk going to jail, or having assets in your banking account frozen. The Social Security Administration scams come in 2 forms. They claim that you were overpaid, and similar to the IRS scam, claim you must pay immediately, or they will claim you owe money. But to get it to you, you must share your Social Security number and other information. This is basically information with theft scam designed to drain your bank account out and take out other costly actions. Please, folks, be careful with this, okay? Please. All right. It goes on to say, I'm just going to read this here really quick here. It goes on to say one last thing. There is currently a bill working and its way around the halls of Congress that would block all robocalls. The big telemarketing and telecommunications company lobbyists are donating millions of dollars to house members of the Senate to fight this bill. So email or write your member of Congress supporting passages. A ton of communication from folks like us, voters, can often offset lobbyists' contributions. And if you happen to blog, be sure you do post about it. Okay, definitely look into this, folks. Okay, and be careful. Don't fall for those. It's funny. I didn't get a chance to read this whole thing, and everything that this guy's talking about happened to me. I'm sure it happened to a lot of people as well. All right, let's move along here. Now, I'm on Poshmark, as you guys know. For those who are new, you probably don't know. I do sell on Poshmark too. Now, this came as an email to me. All right. Now, I am not putting Poshmark down, and I don't expect people to say, "Oh my gosh, this is not to evade and take off from stop selling on Poshmark." This is from Firefox. I use Firefox in conjunction with Chrome. Okay. I like Firefox. I use it for a bunch of different reasons. But anyway, this one came out. This is a Firefox monitor. If you can see on the top over here, this is right up here where it says there is a way to protect your privacy. Join Firefox and learn more. And they got home, breaches, security tips, which is good. I didn't sign in for it, but I do have an account with them to sign in. They talk about the website breach, Poshmark, on May 16, 2018. I know you're probably thinking, wait, this is 2018. It says Poshmark was breached. Once the breach was discovered and verified, it was added to our database on September 2nd, 2019. Today. Why did it take so long? People want to know. Why did it take so long? Active hyperlink. I highly recommend you go to the site if you get a chance. It's www.monitor.firefox.com. And now they're sending it out to people who use Firefox, evidently. So if you click this on, it's an active hyperlink. It'll tell you, it'll get a little more into it. Then it goes on here, what was compromised, passwords, email address, additional information, including genders, geographic location, names, and usernames. Okay. Then it goes on to say here, what do I do if a website is breached? You can change your password, make a new password, different or unique, stop reusing the same passwords. Okay. That's basically it. What is a website breach? And you could read more into this here. I definitely highly recommend you go. And if you are a Firefox, if you did sign up for it, get ongoing alerts with Firefox accounts. Sign up for alerts. It's free. As far as I know, it doesn't cost anything. Okay? All right. I got another one from Firefox. Let me just see here very quick. Okay. This is another one. It goes on to say here, see if you've been part of an online data breach. Find out what hackers already know about you. Learn how to stay a step ahead of the game. Email address, check for breaches. And then again, it has it over here. Post this information. Take back control of your personal data. You can stop hackers from hacking by, but you can avoid bad habits. They make them work easier, right? Okay, understand. And then these, again, active hyperlinks. You click it on, they'll take you to another window. All right. I recommend you guys, if you don't, this is only if you are a Firefox, you use Firefox as a browser. I do. That's why I got this here, and I signed up for the newsletter. Okay. And it goes over here. It says you can sign for breach buying to a Firefox account. Stay alert with new breaches. Monitor 7 emails. Protect your online privacy. You can sign up for alerts right here. Okay. I am not getting nothing for this, folks. And let me just say one little disclosure here. On all the websites I give you, I don't have any affiliate links with them besides reporting the news from them. Okay, so I don't want you guys to think, oh, he's throwing this segue, leaving this segue here with these companies here, and he probably gets a kickback. I do not get a kickback, folks. All right, this is all the information I provide here is free. If in the time comes in the future where I do decide to post something out there where it's gonna, I'm gonna sell something to you guys, if you want to support the channel, if I become a favorite, Patreon, if I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, I can join Patreon. Then then people can subscribe to my channel and also make contributions if they decide to support the channel. But as of this time, I do not have that, so don't worry about it. But this one here is you want to go to monitor www.monitor.firefox.com, and you could read more into this, and you could check out the other information as well. And the next windows are going to be all from e-commerce bites, so I'm not going to constantly repeat them. I'm going to say it one time, and then just going to keep blowing right through these here, and then hopefully we can close this reseller news out. This one goes on to say here, let me give you a URL, it's www.ecommercebytes.com. I understand a lady you see here, she is the owner and founder of e-commerce bites. Love this here. Okay, matter of fact, she's got a 20-year thing here too. It goes on here. This was posted September 1st, 2019. The title is Sellers Ask eBay How to Protect It from the Bad Buyers. All right. It goes on to say sellers concerned about bad buyers asked eBay about its seller protection policy during the Wednesday's weekly chat session. Again, I highly recommend you go to the website, folks, for the simple reason is they have active hyperlinks. And when you see the lettering in blue, that's an active hyperlink. So it goes on to say eBay had made 2 announcements this year related to better protecting sellers who encounter bad buyers. However, eBay limits many of those protections to top-rated sellers only, and only to those top-rated sellers, top sellers who offer returns. Okay. It goes on to say, yeah, if you're interested to review the kinds of abuse sellers deal with on the eBay platform, the company outlines some unacceptable buying behavior that sellers endure in its abusive buyer policy. I'm not going to get into, like I said, I'm not going to read too much in here to it. On eBay.com help page, you can check it out. Examples of behavior outlined in the abusive buyer policy include the following. I'm not going to read all this here, a couple maybe. Requesting a shipping service not offered by a seller, requesting a seller ship to an address other than what you included in checkout, requesting to use payment method not offered during the checkout, and so on and so forth. You could read all this here. I will scroll down. There's a lot to read here. These are going to probably be a lot here, as you can see here. So I'm not going to go more. I'm not going to go into it too much. All right. And when you scroll down to the bottom, of course, it's always good, folks, if you could read the comments, because sometimes the other buyers and sellers that comment on this website, they give out good information. They make you aware of things that you and I are aware of, that things weren't, that were going on out there, but we didn't know about it. That's why I love to read the comments too, because they do bring out good things. Yeah, but this is some people wrote a book over here. Let's see, still no seller protection. I never thought Fleece Bay would do anything that's fair to sellers. You're going to get a lot of different things here, folks. Now, again, if you don't want to go to the website, which I highly recommend you do if you want to read more of the active hyperlinks, go to the website itself. Okay, you're more than welcome to read it here. You just pause the video and you could just read it like this if you choose not to go to the website itself, but I highly recommend you do. Okay, so I'm going to take this to the bottom, and remember, if you want to leave a comment or you want to interact, you got to log into AB Verify. They want you to log in order to leave a comment. I already am logged into in this here because I'm subscribed to this here, so I'm entitled to leave a comment, but I'm not going to right now. Okay, let's move right along here. eBay warns possible disruption to international mail delivery. This came out September 1st, 2019. eBay, which relies heavily on cross-border trade, warns sellers of a possible disruption to international mail delivery in the if the United States pulls out of the Universal Postal Union, UPU, next month. The UPU consists of members of 192 countries, including the U.S. Oh, at the heart of the issue, the UPU terminal dues, which influences how much a shipper or on one country will pay to have a small package delivered to a recipient in another country. I'm not going to get it again. I'm not going to read too much in this here, folks. I will scroll down and you can check it out for yourself. See, remember the blue words, the blue wording, like the hyperlinks. Okay, and the rest are going to be comments. I love reading the comments. I like to see what these buyers and sellers think. You know, sometimes I found that when I go to do downdetected.com, I always like to read when people post on there. I like to always read the additional comments that other sellers and buyers are posting on there. Downdetected.com is pretty good. I like it. All right, but anyway, again, you know the rule here. I'm not going to keep repeating it. All right, and the story you're looking for, folks, is right here. All right, let's move right along. It's nice to see the windows getting smaller. All right, this one here. Question arises over eBay managed payments transaction info. This came out September 1st, 2019. They're writing to Ina. Okay, it goes, Dear Ina, it looks like eBay has finally removed the seller details on the invoices and is now putting eBay as a seller of record. Link to eBay discussion board threads, right? Link to eBay discussion thread. I guess the tool was right. Regards, Mark. Again, these are the comments. All right, I'm not going to expand too much on it. You can check it out for yourself. I know I do. I'm not going to read all this because I'll get tongue-tied. So yeah, look at this. See, some people write like books here. Look at this. That's a long comment. This one is too. Wow, look at that. Okay. All right. So the story you're looking for here is questions arise over eBay managed payments transaction info, and we're going to bump out of this screen here. And it goes on to say here, so this came out September 1st, 2019. eBay seller encounters a very expensive delivery problem. Oof. Dear Ina, I've been selling on eBay for well over 10 years, always in good standing. eBay's always had a false or missing contact information policy in place. They had always previously stood by the policy, and if a buyer has an inaccurate information for shipping, then the item is returned to the seller, and they back up the seller. They back up the seller. The information is in eBay and is all a seller has to rely on. Okay, so let's read a little more into this. It had a purchase of a large, heavy item that I paid for and shipped to the buyer via freight, 500 pounds. Wow, 5 huge boxes. I got news for you. I won't be selling stuff like that, but hey. The freight company could not just leave it on the porch. They need to make arrangements with the buyer to deliver. I provided the freight company with the phone and the phone number, and the buyer had listed on eBay. They repeatedly attempted to reach the buyer to deliver, and then it goes on to say here they called me to verify the phone number, which I could double checked on eBay. They said it was not a good number. The freight company gave me a phone numbers to have the customer call to arrange a delivery via my email. My only means of communication. I email the customer for letting her know that she has a wrong phone number on her eBay, and freight company has been trying to reach her for delivery of her swing set. I asked her to please call the freight company and to arrange a delivery. I gave her 2 different phone numbers she can call, arrange for delivery. She admits the phone number she had on eBay was incorrect and never calls to arrange the delivery. Oh, okay. All right. 6 days later, she files a case for item not received. The freight company sent the item back to me, to the manufacturer. I paid for the item and shipped the item, all based on the information provided to me by eBay. Then it goes on to say here, wow, this is a long story. It says then eBay finds the buyer and finds in the buyer's favor because I cannot prove delivery. I'm out of I am out of $3,000 because the buyer had the wrong phone number. I did not make delivery arrangements. I paid for the item and shipping, and eBay debited my account to refund the buyer. Holy smokes. I can show it was shipped and returned because they had an incorrect phone number. I paid for the item twice. Then it goes to say I didn't receive any refund as it was returned to the manufacturer. Freight shipping is expensive, I'll say. I had to pay out over $3,000 because the buyer had inaccurate information, which is clearly against eBay policy. Then it goes on to say, this will force me to shut down and has sent all my accounts into overdraft. Oh my God. I did nothing wrong. Is there any way you could help out? Help, thank you. S. Wow. Wow. Just reading one of the comments. There's probably going to be a lot of comments here, and I'm not going to read, but look at the first comment here. It goes, that sucks, but a few things are unclear. You say you were paid for the item twice. It sounds like you got caught, and why you got caught, and why you should not drop, should not do drop shipping. That's what so those are the type of things that scare me about this, folks. Those are the things that scare. I feel so bad for this person. $3,000. Oh my gosh. And for some people, that'll wipe you right out. Anyway, again, folks, please be careful when it comes to things of this nature. Do your research again. If you're going to sell stuff like that, make sure everything is confirmed. I'm surprised because usually eBay does a confirmation on it. I know PayPal does. They'll say like the person's been confirmed with their paying and shipping, whatever, payment information. I'm surprised. I would definitely fight this here. I would definitely, what do you call it there? Take action with this here. I wouldn't definitely let, just sit on my hands and let eBay get away with this here. I would definitely find out about what could be done about this. That's a heck of a lot of money to be out. My gosh. I hope this person all the best, but there you have it, folks. Let's move right along. Yes, you're going to need a couple like that there. There's another one like that. This is Amazon to collect sales tax on orders shipped to Ohio. This came out August 30th, 2019. Amazon announced it will begin collecting sales tax for orders shipped to Ohio beginning on September 1st, 2019. And then it's at an active hyperlink. Also, it says eBay also announced it would begin collecting sales tax from buyers in Ohio beginning September 1st. Good. So we know that's a good thing right there. Okay, and there's not really much to read there, but if you want to read it, you know the title and the story, and you know the information where you get it from. Let's move right along. Let's get this one out of the way first. Okay, here's one now for eBay. Now eBay did a segment, a follow-up on it, basically. eBay to collect sales tax from buyers in Ohio. We read something like that just now, August 30th, 2019. And again, you see what it says here, the announcements. I'm not going to read too much into it, even though there's not that much to read into it. If you want to check it out, you're more than welcome. Let's close this out and hit the last window. As we all know about Hurricane Dorian, right? It's coming up the coast, I believe, right? I think they look at the latest news. I think they said it was Category 4, or something along that line. It'll probably constantly change though as time goes on. But anyway, this was posted August 30th, 2019. eBay posted an announcement to offer advice to sellers impacted by Hurricane Dorian. It also said it would automatically protect sellers' shipping metrics related to the storm. Be sure to read the details to see if you are covered. If you're covered here, right? And it says eBay announcement follows. Due to severe weather expected in the Florida region due to Hurricane Dorian, communication, power, and transportation lines may be disrupted. Some carriers may suspend shipping services. If you're located in the Florida region, you may not have access to your inventory. We recommend communicating with your buyers to let them know the situation. Ending the auctions taken down or in buy it now listings before they result in a sale. Placing your store, I like that there. Ending list. Are they going to compensate you for doing that though? All right, whatever. I'm not going to get too much into that. Place your store on vacation mode if you're an eBay store subscriber, and extend your handling time on all items to when you can get back into business. And it goes on to say here, if your business is affected, eBay will automatically protect your seller performance. I'm sorry, and late shipment rate will not be impacted under these conditions. I would hope not. Jeez, give me a break. What a storm! You're gonna give somebody a bad rating, whatever. You can read more into this here, folks. And apparently, there's no really comment on here. I know the story's small enough I could read the rest, but I'm getting tongue-tied. So we're going to close out this segment here. So let me just bump out of this window. Well, that concludes the reseller news for September 2nd, 2019. I hope you guys got a takeaway from it and the information was helpful. And if it was, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Reseller News, and I'm wishing you guys all the best in sales. Have a great day. Until next time, bye-bye now.